You wake on your city. There is a dark stain on the cushion beside you, a spilt ashtray on the armrest. No more, you decide. Tomorrow, you'll rise. Your eyes melt into marshmallows. Tomorrow, you'll rise, maybe. Petite was a hidden blade. She said my voice box sounded tasty like hollow wood. Plucks it. Crowbars it open, disarms the atomic bomb inside, stores her wide-eyed corpses and merry-go-round horses, I cried. The welcome mat was a pitfall trap, and my soles were blind. People pushing by, they're walking off into the night. The 2 a.m. buskers never leave the street corners of my mind. Streetlight silhouettes, pirouettes. We are spinning tops, afraid to stop. Our hordes chalked up to barren blackboards. Must be drugs. Must be poverty. It must be lonely for the pigeons encrusted with ruby scabs, judging us sinners below, longing for a sixth sense of belonging, but it's all right. Tesco's here. We're saved. Minimum wage. I don't have or want a 9 to 5, and for that I am regularly shamed. Back in that back alleyway called town at 2 a.m. I think I see the bat signals skimming the clouds, but it's just a cloud. For us, it's always just a cloud. But this cocktail's called Sleazy Peasy, and I've a bud hidden in my wallet, and me and Patrick might visit the local graveyard later and egg the skeletons to surface to curling smoke and Jamie T bass lines, but they never rise. When the war horses ride, try to remember 59 tomahawks, kiss Syria based on a rumour. Politics isn't too complicated for us. Politics is this nightclub times 7 billion and counting. This girl's getting friendly with me. I am a knee-bent gent, but I've had the sexy stolen from me. It was in the voice box she took when I told her to leave. I order my 12th drink. Down the 11th. Swallowing the God particle. I don't want to be nobody anymore, but I'm addicted to this dance floor. Grinders, shakers, fakers between the tss, tss, tss. Serpents with Gucci t-shirts and forked tongues. The music snakes around our bodies, a boa constrictor, forcing us together. It spits synth in our faces. We dodge each other's gaze. Eye contact is for the day. We seek other comforts here. Company is lonely, a drug we love inscribed on our synapses, carved in our cortex. I can't promise you I'm good, my love. No one can. But I can promise you my ideals are similar to yours, and that if we can maneuver through this dark-lit tank filled with piranhas called Oceana, I'll fight the coked-up walking steroid who grabs you unwanted. Even if I lose, I'll fight to the last. We return to the bar. Question 1. If a night out costs X and a daily wage is Y, how many Mondays have I paid for this pint? True. But we've no releases left that aren't chemical warfare. Facebook murdered the dance halls, and our firstborn dreams are dead. It's town or nout. Last song. Something sexy, not too long. Crowd throngs. The room turns into last choice saloon, but I am tired of being a hotel room. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. So we pour onto concrete streets. Amnesia waiting, hidden in our bed sheets. How else can we recount nights out like murder mysteries? I was the butler. Somehow, it was always me. The marble statues in the mirror lie to us, saying women's eyes are always so hungry and men's eyes are always so hungry, but in different ways. But really, we are starving for the same, and it takes me 45 minutes to realise I am haunting the Vicky Centre at 3 p.m. because more than anything I want someone, not the ghost girl who left my bed this morning and got my name wrong, or the friends who don't show up for less than blood I don't bleed externally, or the ex who wrapped greasy newspaper around her own brand of giving, the kind that always takes something back. You, yesterday, I don't miss you. And Wolfie strikes up a conversation with Maria outside the entertainer, and I vomit with jealousy of the home he finds on that bench with a stranger called Maria. I want a home that wasn't built on a burial ground, doesn't need an exorcism, not a building but a place to belong, strong foundations, a strong sense of deja vu. I've had this hope before. As heartfelt as my current prayer to exorcise the alcohol in my bloodstream. Dear older male I no longer have a name for, you never got a poem, but here's a line. You have pushed everyone who loves you away, and I am sat here screaming in silence with a chance not to do the same. And by the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for this old woman to move out the way because it's all going tiger. And Jesus, they sure made a shop that's a conveyor belt, huh? Jesus, so much stuff I'll never need but want to own, just to forget that I'm owned. And there's blood on my denim jacket from that scrap last night, probably mine, and wine spilt on a t-shirt that reads Wubba Lubba Dub Dub that I bought as a warning sign. I tell you what it means, but in bird culture, this is considered a dick move. Dear Akor's living room, am I cool enough yet? Did I reference popular culture enough yet? Did I do the things the writers in your books do under the guise of troubled souls, or whatever is the new term for the terminally lonely? Am I cool yet? Am I cool enough yet? Am I ill enough yet? Truth is, I am really, really, really lonely, and I refuse to hide that line behind a metaphor. And anyone you match with who tattoos something different on their Tinder biology is trying to sleep with you. 100% money back guaranteed. Please, when will this stop? It begins to rain. Heavy. Skin soaking, and I have no hood or umbrella, but I stand in it nonetheless, getting drenched on Milton Street, trying to catch every drop in the hopes I'll remember when I used to love the rain. It reminded me I was alive. I have never experienced half an emotion. It's always a full moon. The healing happens so slowly, I sometimes don't see it at all. I am raw meat, a butcher's window. I am raw meat, naked, embarrassing those around me. I am hungry. There is a wanted poster with your name on it, sun-faded, pinned to the window of your childhood, but there's no photograph. There were so few to choose from, and the ones that did feature your face were blurry and out of focus, and you were in the background, and it looked like everyone was having the time of their lives, but you stood there, timing your life, counting down the days until you're reborn. But rebirth is expensive these days. And you were always scolded for spending your savings, so you wait and wait and wait, and that person who hurt you was a stranger once. And this thought gives you morning sickness. You are pregnant with the promise of a parallel you, where you were taught growing up that consent also exists for men, that saying no isn't a question mark, it is an atomic bomb in your voice box, and you are the trigger. And when Aunt Doris leans in to demand a kiss, quoting manners as more important than self-respect, 5-year-old you sharpens a toothbrush and shivs her. Your body is a temple in a foreign land, and you are a god. I am telling you in case no one ever let you know. You read somewhere that lonely is a prehistoric survival instinct, the need to belong to a community. So at 4 a.m, you draft a love letter to David Attenborough to ask why. You are not a good person all of the time, but the fact you try to be when every inch of you knows good is a tapeworm feeding on the few crumbs of calm you've managed to find. The fact you try to be good anyway is why you are a god. Anyone who says different is a bankrupt accountant, tallying other people's moral pensions. You will continue to love more than you receive, and you will feel the barbed wire around your heart because of this, but you know you are alive. You know you are alive. The rain reminds you you are alive, a new old soul. And on the rare occasions you dream, it's always holding hands in Market Square or wrapping the night air in woolen blankets and poetry until the black hole between you both collapses and you disappear. Nobody knows what happens to things that fall into black holes, but I like to think they're transported somewhere. You want to tell them where is unimportant. It's the fact we've left that's important. But like always, you leave it unspoken. And for once, you don't regret it. February is falling away like wilting rose petals, and this river of ruin is rising around me, and I don't want to bring anyone else down with me. But these are just block party indie dreams, and I am learning so slowly to stop idolizing that scene in 500 Days of Summer. Regina Spektor, expectations versus reality. It is arrogant of anyone to expect something from someone they won't ask for, especially love. And for that, I'm really sorry. I wake on my settee. There is a dark stain on the cushion beside me, a spilt ashtray on the armrest. No more, I decide. Tomorrow, I'll rise. My eyes melt into marshmallows. Tomorrow, I'll rise, maybe on Monday, having not left the house for 3 days. Umbilical corded to a screen. Empty food containers burying me. After holding it for 3 hours playing video games because the sense of accomplishment from leveling up is the closest I felt to progress, I finally go for a piss. And there, lodged in the bath, buzzing frantically, an 8-foot bumblebee. It can't fly. I'd heard about giving them sugar water, but I couldn't be bothered to boil the kettle. Now dissolve me. Oh, 2 tabs on your tongue. Its tongue, or whatever bees have that look like tongues, laps at the honey I've placed next to it. And I hope I've not turned it into a cannibal while trying to help. People always seem to turn into cannibals when I try to help. They eat too much of me. But this bumblebee eats, turns and faces away. Tuesday, I wake on the couch again to a chainsaw revving in the next room. The 8-foot bumblebee, flying down the stairs. It takes me 10 minutes to help push it through the front door, dodging its sting. It rises up towards the sun and then it's gone. I just need 1 teaspoon of honey. Spoilers for season 28 of my life. Today I won't rise, but for the first time I try. And when I said I was building, I meant me. I am researching the schematics for a new atomic bomb to store in my newly carved voice box. I am stripping away my flesh like a rotating elephant leg, and now I am a house. I am a home. Not built on a burial ground or in need of exorcism. And I don't have a roof yet. But that doesn't matter. I'm no longer afraid of the weather. I've always loved the rain. It reminds me I'm alive.